I've been thinking about making a video like this one for a while, and now here I am sitting down and talking about this, having literally thought about it for like maybe 2 minutes. Like that's the time it took between having the thought and setting up the camera to sit down and start filming. Because recently I've been thinking a lot back to like the early days of my YouTube channel, back when I didn't know how to edit and all of my videos were literally just one take from beginning to end, and if I messed up then I would have to start all over again. And my boyfriend's dog is playing with her bone, which is making that loud squeaky sound you're hearing, but that's totally fine. And I used to like post so much more frequently back then because I just wasn't being precious about my YouTube channel, and I was just like putting stuff out there and seeing what sticks and seeing what happens. And you know, my most viewed video ever to this day is still one of the videos that I filmed back then when I had no idea what I was doing, and everything was like literally filmed on my webcam of my mom's MacBook. I gotta throw the bone. But so what I wanted to talk about today is the reasons why you should start a YouTube channel and all of the amazing things that having a YouTube channel has brought to my life. Also, I don't know if you've noticed my microphone clipped on here, but like I am super not certain about this sound. I feel like you can always hear it shuffling from my clothes. Actually, I'm gonna try to attach this to something else, or just like clip it next to me on the table that's over here and see if that sounds better, and you guys can let me know in the comments. All right. So now the mic is over here. You can still see it, I think. No, you can't. But it's over here on the table. Okay, so the first reason to start a YouTube channel I think is applicable to everyone, regardless of whether you want to do YouTube as a hobby or whether you want to become like, you know, a YouTube millionaire and have it be your whole life and your whole business and your whole job. And that is to capture memories. There are so many things, so many moments that would have been completely forgotten if I didn't have this channel. All the vlogs I've filmed and the habit of just capturing my first impressions and my reactions to situations in life and to moments and things I'm experiencing, things that I'm purchasing or receiving or unboxing or like any of that. Just the joy that I felt in certain moments and sometimes the sadness that I've felt in certain moments. There's so much of that that would just not exist. It wouldn't be recorded in history in any way if I didn't have this YouTube channel. Because, you know, before I started a YouTube channel, I didn't go around like filming everything. And then I started one, and then that became like kind of a bit more top of mind. And I know there's like a whole argument about whether you should be in the moment or whether you should, you know, capture your memories. And I think there is a balance that needs to be struck there. But I feel like I've found that balance, and I feel like I'm happy with the amount of time that I spend in the moment versus like filming stuff, and I still feel like I can experience things, you know, fully, even if I am also filming that experience at the same time. So yeah, in that sense, having a YouTube channel is like a time capsule of the self. You know, I get to look back on how cringy I was and how awkward I was when I was a teenager, and I get to remember moments that I otherwise would have never thought about again, and just like get to relive certain things in a way. And I really love that, and I think that that's something that could be really valuable for a lot of people. I think some of my favorite things that I've ever filmed are like the moments that I've had with family. Like when we flew back to Romania for Christmas a few years ago, and I captured, you know, all the hugs and all the joy of being reunited with our grandparents, and you know, footage like that wouldn't exist without this channel, and it's just so lovely to look at. Oh, someone is really starved for attention right now. Come on up here. Nope, she doesn't want to come up here. She wants me to throw the rope now. The next amazing thing about having a YouTube channel is the ability to share your passions. I know we all probably have had that experience of hearing someone talk about something they're passionate about and just seeing their face light up and seeing that just joy and that passion and that drive fill up their whole being, and just like seeing them basically just shine with the love that they have for this subject that they're talking about so passionately. And it could be something that you just completely don't even understand, but you can just like feel that energy emanating from them. But let's be honest, we don't always have someone in our real life who is willing to listen to us talk about something in that way. And then so when you start a YouTube channel, in the beginning you might not have any viewers at all, but it is a platform where you get to do just that. You get to talk about your passions to the camera as if it's a real person, and then you get to put that out there and share it with the world. And again, maybe, just maybe, a small number of people who share that same love for that thing will find your channel and will get to watch you talk passionately about that subject, and they'll leave you nice comments and they'll engage with you and you'll build a community, and it's just so wholesome. And if you sharing your passion also gets to have a positive impact on someone else or help them in some way or entertain them in some way, then that's even better, right? And that leads me into the next thing, which is that having a YouTube channel allows you to make your mark on the world. I don't know about you, but I have a big fear of being forgotten after I die. Like, it really, this idea that one day I will just not exist anymore really freaks me out and kind of makes me a little depressed. And that's why I feel like YouTube is so amazing, because in a way I'm gonna get emotional talking about this because it's just like a little bit kind of gruesome and dark, but it's a way to live forever, right? You know, there's always going to be people in your actual life who know you and who love you and who would miss you if you were gone. But, you know, then one day those people will be gone too. And heck, even YouTube will probably be gone one day, hopefully very, 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 very far into the future. But at least for the time being, I really feel like social media and YouTube and all of these things have really dominated society to a point where it's like, if you don't exist on social media, do you even exist at all? There's definitely big negatives to that statement, but it's also just like, I think it's normal to want to be remembered and to want your existence on this planet to have meant something. And so being able to just like film yourself at home on your phone or on whatever type of camera that you have, and please do not play with the wire from my microphone, Ellie. Being able to do that and to put yourself out there in that way is, yeah, it's like dedicating a statue to yourself on the face of the internet and making sure that in one way or another you will always be remembered and there will always be a piece of you out there. And I think that brings a little bit of solace and a little bit of comfort, maybe, to people like me, at least, who are afraid of death and would really much rather prefer to be immortal and always exist in some form or another. Others might be relieved at the concept of death and, you know, the fact that one day there will be an end to all of this. But me, I'm far too opinionated and stubborn to be able to make my peace with non-existence. What are you looking for? And the last point that I thought of, at least today, that I can share with you in this video, and rest assured, if I come up with more amazing things about YouTube, which I'm sure there are very, very many of, I will share them in another video in the future, maybe. But the last thing I'm going to talk about today is all of the skills that you learn when you start a YouTube channel. There is like so much work that goes into doing this. And it's really like, there is no YouTube school, there is no like college degree for YouTubers. Sure, there's like online courses and stuff, but as a newbie YouTuber who has no idea what you're doing, it's really like entering the wilderness, and you just have to figure everything out as you go along. And first of all, that process of learning and figuring it out as you go is really, really exciting and very rewarding. And secondly, you become more valuable and a more skilled person because of it in numerous ways, right? As an example, you know, I don't count myself as a professional photographer by any means, but I would have no idea about photography if it wasn't for having started this YouTube channel. I don't think it would have ever become a passion or something that I was interested in or something that I bothered to learn about. But now doing photography for small businesses is one of my important sources of income online. And it's something that I hope will grow over time, and I hope will grant me a certain amount of freedom and financial security. Again, I still don't think of myself as a professional because there's like so much that I don't know, and my camera is very basic and I only have 2 lenses, and one of them is like a super basic kit lens and the other one is the 50mm lens that is cheap and everybody has it. But with those 2 lenses and with this Canon EOS 70D, I am able to take photos. Whoop-a. Hello, I'm filming something. Okay, so as I was saying, with this camera and with these 2 lenses that I have been able to not only produce like hundreds of videos for my YouTube channel, but I also have been able to take photos that people have paid me for and have been happy with. So in a way, even though I don't think of myself as a professional photographer, it doesn't, you know, getting paid to take photos by happy customers count as being a photographer, you know? Which is kind of crazy. I don't know. I feel like I fell into it by accident through the process of like learning how to do all the different things that you need to do for YouTube, right? Like you have to learn how to film, you have to learn how to edit, you have to learn about search engine optimization, you have to know at least a little bit about like the psychology of how to grab people's attention with your thumbnails and your titles and the concepts in your videos. You have to have a good eye for like aesthetics and the fonts and the colors that you use and all of that stuff. There's just like, I can't even, just that's all I can think of off the top of my head, but there's like so much more that I've had to learn, and so many ways in which I have grown through this channel, and I am forever grateful for the presence of YouTube in my life, and forever grateful to myself for having had the wondrous idea at the ripe old age of like, what, 16, I think, to start this YouTube channel. I basically did it on a whim, and now this is like one of the most important things in my life. But that was pretty much all I had to talk about today. I didn't want this to be a super long, drawn out video like I've been doing recently. I wanted it to really be more of like a throwback to my old videos that I used to make back in the day that were very like spontaneous and not very well thought through, and just like me sitting down in front of the camera in the simplest possible way and just talking about something that I'm passionate about. And today that topic happened to be YouTube, which is very like meta of me. Now I'm going to go and possibly edit this video or possibly edit another video that I've been procrastinating editing because I have to find a lot of like videos to add into it to put the video together, and it's like really boring. And that's another thing, I hate editing. I don't know if I've ever said this, but I will completely admit that I hate editing. It is my least favorite part of the process. I know some people are super into it and like really love doing editing and like all the creative fun stuff that they do in editing, but I just, for me, editing my YouTube videos is like so boring. Making the thumbnails is okay, that's fun. Filming the videos is okay, that's fun. Filming the B-roll, that's fun. But the actual editing process, I absolutely hate it. As soon as I can afford to, I will outsource to somebody else like that fast. But that was all I had to say for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that it gave you some inspiration and maybe encourages you to start your own YouTube channel so that you can start capturing memories, making your mark on the world, sharing your passion, and learning new skills, which you will hopefully somehow in the future in very unexpected ways be able to put to really good use that will hopefully also be able to make you money, because who doesn't love that? Ooh, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna step into the light a little bit right now. It is like sunset, golden hour type of thing, and I've just been trying to stay somewhere where the light isn't too crazy on my face, but this is like so pretty. Sometimes I just like stare into the sun when it's sunset. I know it's not good for you, but it's just like, I spend so much time indoors and I don't get a lot of sun, and then sometimes in the evening when it's sunset like this, I just feel like it's the perfect time to just bask in the glory of the sunshine. and have a bit of a nature hippie moment. Get some of that good endorphins or like melatonin or whatever other good stuff that the sun provides. Editing Hexa here. I probably should have mentioned, because it was very relevant to the topic in this video, that I am actually working on a Skillshare course right now about how to start a YouTube channel. So whenever that course is finished and it is up on the Skillshare platform, I will link it down below in the description box of this video so that you guys can check it out. Oh, and also, I know a lot of the videos that talk about reasons to start a YouTube channel will touch on the fact that it's a great way to start making money and start your own business and stuff like that, and it definitely is, but I just wanted, because you know, it can take a really long time before you actually start making any real money on YouTube, so I wanted this video to be talking about things that are applicable and true during every step of the process, regardless of whether you have like 100 subscribers or like 100,000 or a million or 10 million, right? I wanted it to be something that any YouTuber at any level could relate to and could say was true of, you know, doing YouTube. Whenever I personally start making real money on YouTube, you can rest assured that I will also make a YouTube video about how to make money on YouTube, but you know, I kind of want to get there first before I start handing out tips, because I do know how to make money on YouTube. I'm just, you know, haven't reached that level of success yet. So once I get there, I will teach you how you can get there too. Okay, and with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. If you want to follow me on social media, all of my links are down below. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!